Back with Transcendosaurus. This time, the solo card that was added. Docus. Which I mentioned it before, but now I get to put it to action. Looks like Winda is the best that my opponent could come up with. Let's see here. Kaido. Oh, the other polymerization was already sent by this thing. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Just wasted my normal summon. Let us... Yeah. I'm gonna get my field spell back instead of essentially grave. Okay. That's really bad. I mean, if I didn't use my normal summon, it would have been fine. Is it possible that I live through this? It's possible. Is it my turn? Actually, no, I do not. I will absolutely lose. Because they have Horus cards. Man, if I didn't normal summon. I forgot. I forgot it was sent. What's the idea here? They get a damage boost from somewhere? Oh, you didn't get rid of Winda, did you? That is rough, isn't it? Too bad. Too bad your dumb card worked against you. So I got carbon there. Decide how I want to do this right now. I think I want to fossil dig, first off. In order to get myself double-headed dino. Good, it's time to show off. I need you to not be floodgating me right now. There you go. So if you get... Yeah. I'm not going to be destroying you. Just me going to be giving you a token. Next up will be... We'll wait for Docus. Remember, they don't take any damage. I will, because I don't have a normal monster. I'm gonna let it go. To bring back Hornsaurus. That's 4 summons? Unless it did a 5th summon without realizing it. Good defense. Now then, I can actually normal summon again. And sure, I will. myself. Now... destroy. What should I go for here? This will do nicely. And so will this. Because we're going for drill now. Just gonna bring back carbon. And we battle. Destroy Rhino. Winda. Destroyed. Drill. Destroy that. I will protect Frost by destroying... Yep. Let's see here. So I got 2 normal? No, I got 1. Oh. I'm going to let Glacy... I'm gonna let Glacy come back. So she'll let them get destroyed. Unfortunately, this card had to start a damage step. And this is just going to be, yeah. I have 500 life points remaining. So I have to do this. It's going to happen anyway. Ah, Horus, why print this? You'll have to summon a thing. Nice lose. Sure, I'll prevent its destruction. Not quite. Didn't play that well. Why'd that happen? Okay, I understand this because it's gonna be a blue eyes. But why'd you max C? You don't draw for yours. Okay, it's strange. I don't know why you want to do that. Maybe they already have one. And so they threw that out now. Just in case. I summoned. Although you can just chain it. It's not a more charmy card. You don't have to do that. What is this? Let's go Volviraptor. They did use a... And they got Destined Rivals? I have no cards that function right now. Well, in my turn. They say that for True Light. That shouldn't matter to me too much. Okay. That thing's not... Well, I mean, it can. Think they play Indigo? I wouldn't doubt it. So they're about to get 2 blue eyes. But they need a 3rd. Where's the blue eyes? It's in your hand? It is. So blue eyes in their hand. Oh, and they send a side frame that instant of blue eyes. Well, so long, Oviraptor. I need a card to make all these work. There's quite a bit of them. That is one of them, yeah. So I can beat both of those in battle with my Mighty Dino. Let's not destroy my own card. Let's go ahead with this. It's fine. All right. Double-headed Dino. Summon. The next, I'll summon. Good so far. Make these 2 into a drill. Oh, that's not going to work. I can't crash into them. I was thinking I could get more damage if I just attack into a blue eyes, but nope. We have too much attack right now. Nope, send with the Mighty Dino. 500. We get another attack. Go again. Drill, direct. Let's see if this ends badly. I'm going to get Carbonodon back. They don't have Chaos Max. Let's see what you draw. Okay, you drew the absolute best thing. And Maiden White. Yeah. True Light. Set the spell trap. Wishes. See what the last card in your hand is. It's full of Wolos. I mean, that's the thing that we're trying to activate, but they accidentally used the Maxi. So it could be. Roar. and maiden. You do the maiden too? I'll let that summon. And then I'll flip up Mystical Space Typhoon. And you know True Light's effect in the grave. Let's see if that stops you. They have a normal summons. Yes, they do have a normal summon still. Oh, you out? Got links. You only use 2. Alright. I'd rather fight Dogoran. Just destroy it. Mighty Dino, you take it. Doubt that's the start they wanted. But it's definitely something I needed. Take that, blue. Hey, at the very least, I get to do this. Hate monster effects. No Dark Rulers. I drew Fossil Dig, which means I am in control of my own fate. Let's dig ourselves up. A Manovraptor. I don't think this does anything was destroyed. So I can just get rid of everything. And then it's up to me to... It's up to me to get something going here. Xeno. Because I can't win. I can't do damage. Soul Eating. How about a Carbonodon to hand? What do you have? Gonna use Xeno. It's 18 plus 18. It's 36. That's too bad. There's nothing I can do. They don't activate. I have a double evolution pill. A Glaciosaurus. What? Is there anything I can send off to make this better? Sure. I don't even know what this is going to do for me, but alright. What's this card? I'll set the beta evolution film. In my turn. Or I just put everything in defense. I mean, Oviraptor can be in defense. I could have put Frost. Excuse me, I'm used to fighting decks. Well, I would prefer to fight decks that I can actually fight. Well, not great. Okay, I'll use it. I'll use it. Then here they come. Everyone come back. Yeah, they have every one of them in the grave right now. Just bring in everyone. Wow. I don't know why you even did that. Nice. No, you don't get to draw. I deny them their draw. It's the most I can do. Suppose we would have lived 500 life. No. 15? 1500 life? What kind of life is that? What am I going to get up the top of the deck? Not something that can beat Horus. Face down card. Seen it before. Polymerization, huh? Oh, let's start out with Fossil Dig. Here's Kaido. With effect. Okay, good. We want them to waste down Kaido. So look what I already got. Alright, Hornsaurus. You can get me that lost world. Let's place it around the field. New, sure. Another normal summon, if you will. I should go for a bunch of damage, right? That'd be best. Let's go Docus. Since I control 2 dinosaurs. Here it comes. Still nothing. Get rid of that. Xeno. Let's use Xeno's effect. We'll need this. I'll summon this. What do we think? Do you think the face down... Let's attack with 2000. It's Galaxy Eyes. It's missing on 500 damage. Yeah, I don't miss it. So Galaxy Eyes. Why did I just do that? I just chose the wrong dinosaurs. I was going to keep that for Survival's End. I guess the best thing's Lars. In defense. I'll have no comebacks. It's not going to happen. And Lars will become used for this evolution pill. I'm going to use this. No. Oviraptor. Ovi and Lost World. Create the perfect chain. There you go, have that back. Sorry I had to take it from you like that. So, so the best wall I can think of. I'll just, since Oviraptor's leaving. So Glacy. Into the grave. One of those. You know what? Let's destroy that card too. It's a triple tactics. Look, I have not been able to do anything for a very long time now. So I just kept activating things. Who knows what that face down could have been. Dark. Not playing red eyes here. That card could be, yeah, really bad. See, destruction I don't mind, but not being able to summon them, that counters Transcendosaurus. Alright, Ground Xeno. You should negate this. It's a dangerous card right there. Nope, they let it happen. I'll destroy the double evolution. Xeno. There's it is. There you go. My cards have graveyard effects. So I can fuse the dinosaurs in my hand into a Gigantozolar. Now, should I use its effect now? I'm going to say no, because I already attempted to summon it. And it would just be negated anyway. So this can't negate anymore, but it can target destroy. Anything? Yeah, any card on the field. So let's go with destroying this thing. That thing would have been really bad to have. So we'll save ourselves from that problem. We'll set some cards. I'm going to set both of those because that could be a blackout. So now. Here we are now. Oh, do you have that card in your hand? When it summons itself when there's a banished, or no, when there's a negated monster on the field? There's nothing I can do about that. Are you about to destroy? There's just no point. I'll put back the frost. Just summon it already, come on. With effect. I'm gonna get that Xeno in my hand. It was an impermanence. Okay. Okay. Still gotta revive. But that's my only thing stopping them from coming after me here. Why did they? Maybe that would negate its graveyard effects too. They want a card in the field zone, which I do not have. Another one. It's only a matter of time till they get to Chen Ying, and then that just steals any chance of me winning this. I have a shoot it too. They don't have a non-effect monster. Battle? Who's battling? Who do you think is battling? Yeah, no one's doing it. An Oviraptor. Alright, OV. Let's get started. Oviraptor effects. Anything. Anything on that. They're going for it. Banish Emergence. Alright, let's get Xeno back in on this. Can I win if I do this? I'm gonna try it. But of course I don't win. I don't have any dinosaurs in the grave. I have no banished dinosaurs, so we're just gonna go for this. Get some attacks in. Ovi, you can sit there. Not strong enough. Yeah, I should have just destroyed over there. I was thinking I could bring this back and then I get a dinosaur back and then I can destroy this and then a card of theirs, but nope. No, I do not have a single dinosaur left in my grave. And they don't have a single card in their deck to contend with my Transcendosauruses. Docus is based on a Diplodocus, which is fitting because of the deplorable time I had playing this card game. Now look in here. You can see that there is no negate hand traps in this deck, which I think is the best way to play. So I want to stop my opponent from playing the game. We're here to play a game. So I'd rather wait until my turn. Maybe use some of these cards and, summon my monsters, attack their monsters. How the game should go. However, some people take that opportunity to play the game and ruin it for everyone. You know what I'm talking about. Invincible opponent fields. There are so many of those. And even worse, Horus, which is pretty much an invincible field to this deck to begin with. Because I'm trying to create these big dinosaur monsters. And they have a continuous spell that just sends them away when they try to attack. This deck is very honest. Sure, he's going to negate all your monsters, but you got to summon them. And then, after I use this Dark Ruler, I can't win. And it's also up to me to clear out all of the monsters that were summoned. But when you're using an honest strategy in this game, you just fall victim to so many things. It's really King Sarcophagus, the ultimate bane of this deck. Because even if I Space Typhoon it, if there's a Happy on the field, it adds it back to hand. If there's an Imseti on the field, it sends away one of my cards. I don't even know what the other two do, but I'm sure it's also the worst thing that ever happened to me. But enough about poor card design. Let's go back to Docus. Yeah, that's better. Now, Docus has... Well, you can see on his first line that he can only be special summoned once per turn. Now, that's not by its own effect. That is in general. So if you summon Docus, then use it, and you try to bring it back with Super Soaring, you can't do that. You gotta bring something else back. But Docus. 2 dinosaur special summon it, and then tribute a level 4 lowered monster to summon a dinosaur from the deck. That is a 2-level difference to the tributed monster. Then it's destroyed. So this deck likes level 6s. Which is good, because the only cards that I have that are compatible are the level 4s. Because I have level 3, but I don't have 5 or 1. So Carbon doesn't work with it. It has to be one of these 4s. Which, if I have Double-Headed Dino, I can special summon that. And I got Oviraptor, just normal summon that. Docus comes to hand, summon itself, and then you can trade in that Oviraptor for Xeno. Now, Xeno joins the ranks of the dinosaurs that are one-ofs in this deck. Almost all of them now. Because of just how this thing can easily get Xeno. You can get Xeno without needing to use its effect to... If a card is destroyed, that can special summon itself. And it gets another level 6. And also, if I need a Double-Headed Dino's destruction effect, I can also use Docus to get that. So it's actually really useful in Transcendosaurus when you need that level 6. It's unfortunate, though, that this thing tributes as a cost. So if Docus gets negated, well, you're 1 dinosaur down now. But usually, if you're adding it to hand with Oviraptor, that's just going to get negated first. So Docus isn't like a negate magnet. But it's just something that could happen. And also it tributes instead of destroying. I don't know, dinosaurs usually destroy. It probably had more synergy with the deck if it did destroy. And if the destruction was part of the effect. But it's fine, Docus. I'm sure maybe destruction... Maybe I don't want to destroy something. Maybe there's something keeping me from destroying something. Maybe it's good to have some variance. And I also enjoy that it has 2 heads. So it's on theme. And that's all there is to Docus. You know, it's just a single card that came in the same pack as... What was it? The Darkness Dragon Lord? Also had Mikazuki no Yaiba. And Mikazuki no Yaiba that I put in Red Eyes. And I had Docus, which I'm putting in here. I don't know. There were just those 2 cards for me. Because I don't see anyone else using this. But... yeah, that's it for Docus. Just too bad its debut in this deck was foiled by all sorts of horrible things. That's just how the game is now. You gotta deal with horrible things and just deal with it. And a lot of times, Dark Ruler No More just isn't enough. Because I can't win that turn. And all the things just keep coming back. Especially Horus. Horus just, it doesn't even need an effect. It just needs that continuous spell up. And then they just come back for free. I'm going to cut off my whining right there. And instead show a replay from the Duelist Cup. One that I know I get to play in. And of course, it's going to show off Transcendosaurus well. So first of all, the opening hand here. Dark Ruler. Dark Hole. Prepares me for anything my opponent could possibly be setting up over here. And then with a Fossil Dig, Jurassic Power, ensures I will actually get some dinosaurs as well. So as my opponent's first move, Morganite and a barrier statue. So of course, it's done. So that's a Typhoon up the top. So I'm going to test, see what's going on over there. And they protect their card at the cost of half their life. So it must be an important one. But regardless, Jurassic Power. Add Carbonodon with Fossil Dig. Because I'm going to be sending it off anyway. So I'm going to get some value off of that later. So add Mighty Dino. Set this as a normal summon. I can just go ahead and summon it. So, I just attack right into that barrier statue, and that was what is so important. Just get destroyed by Mirror Force. Then I must end my turn. Not worth destroying or negating yet. Because, yeah, they can summon more. Which means I cannot special summon, except for Earth monsters, but I also can only special summon water monsters at the same time. Now you see how that doesn't work out. But you know, luckily, I am equipped for that. So I'll take 2,000, and they set one down. And I pull an Oviraptor. So I'm going to use that, get Xeno. And then just going to use Jurassic Power to get rid of that, because nothing on the field is going to be living through this. A Dark Hole. Freeing up the special summons. So here comes Xeno. Xeno's effects for Frost. Carbonodon, who is not used too much. And we're going to put them together into a Meteor Dragon. No, we're going to put the Meteor Dragon into a Glacie. Then we're going to attack, and it's another Mirror Force. But luckily, both of my monsters went to the grave. So I can put back Frost for Glacie, who gets to declare an attack of its own. So my opponent, draw 2. And use the pot. Where I find that they're playing a horrible card. Well, I mean, that's pretty bad, but the Drowning Mirror Force is what I'm worried about. So Drowning and then a Mysterious card. And my draw is Kaido. So Kaido can get me Polymerization. And I'm just going to go into defense. Kaido's going to take the Drowning Mirror Force. And then to get rid of my Jurassic Power. We've evenly matched. Well, I chose to get rid of it. But of course I'm going to keep my big, untargetable, indestructible dinosaur. Now they have 2 more face downs. Double Evolution Pill. For Coatless, who I don't ever summon often, but it does have a negate for destroying a dinosaur. Which, one of these could possibly be a Mirror Force. So we gotta make sure we're prepared for that. So we battle. The end of the game? Nope, it's quaking. But I can negate it. Which they have to use their other storing Mirror Force. So their double Mirror Force is going to send Coatless back to the hand. However, Coatless still destroys the dinosaur and negates. So Glacie's coming back. And my opponent knew what was going to happen. Yeah, you tried to lock me out of the game, but you couldn't just let me summon my dinosaur to attack you. Fuse Dragon, summon Oviraptor, I can get something going from that. And I can make sure nothing gets negated with this Dark Ruler. And Jurassic Power for if I need it. So, this is pretty good. But I'm up against another deck that's going to be... Well, it's always annoying. You can see a start with Iceberg and then Fish Sonar shows what they're really playing. Which is... See, when are you going to show up? We know who it is. It is... Kairyu-Shin. Where each player can only control one face-up non-water monster. Which my deck is filled with all sorts of attributes. So, if I summon this Kaido, I cannot fuse into the Hornsaurus, because it's a dark monster. Because that's how the game works. Even though I wouldn't control the Kaido anymore, the game would think that I'm summoning a dark along with my wind. Which I'm not sure why the game has to work like that. But that's what I'd be locked into. I'm not sure what that's trying to show. I thought maybe Kairyu-Shin would show up here. Oh, it doesn't show up yet because they don't have Umi yet. But they will, because that's of course Sea Stealth. Now draw for Trifortress late. But the first thing I'm going to do is Dark Ruler no more. Because once they have Umi, this card can negate. And of course, also when they have Umi, I already said I cannot control more than one non-water. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. Let's get rid of them immediately. This is going to activate Umi from the grave. So I get this thing that gives them tokens. Pretty sure. So if you don't have a token, you get a token. So Kaido gets Polymerization. You gotta act quick, because once this turn ends, I'm going to be locked out. Yeah, so there's that token. They're going to preserve their jellyfish by banishing it. And it also makes their spell traps unable to be destroyed by my core card effects. Which this is probably the most dangerous card in this Kairyu-Shin deck. Because this protects cards, activates Umi, and it also has this damage step effect that destroys anything that they're water monsters, level 5 or higher, when they battle a monster. So let's see what I can get up to here. So of course we're going to fuse in that Meteor Dragon. It's the best thing you can do in my hand. Into the Horned Saurus. Saurus, you can place that field spell. Bit of reducing. Summon Oviraptor with my normal summon. And give them a token to go along with their token. So I'm just going to go ahead and add Xeno. Not going to fool around with Docus because, well, I'm going to destroy summon anyway. So I destroy Meteorus so that I can summon it now. And then send off another normal. Just going to be going for the best dinosaur I can possibly go for, Glacie. Because now this cannot be destroyed or targeted. Everything else is vulnerable. But not for long. Because that's going to mandatorily destroy my Glacie. Which will be able to protect itself now. Go for the attack again. But cannot be destroyed. Also cannot be destroyed. And I'm not going to attack the token because I want them to keep it. And their jellyfish will return. So they tribute over my token for another Kairyu-shin. Which, even if Umi's on the field, and this card also counts as Umi. I got Glacie, a water monster. And I have Frostosaurus, a water monster. And my non-water of choice is Meteorus. And these two cannot be destroyed. This is a really good setup I got here. So I send off Umi to summon Raiho, which if you don't know this guy, can't activate monster effects unless you discard. Which I have discard fodder, but honestly I have no intention of activating monster effects, because they can't destroy me. Which they just attempted to destroy Frost, because that was their only target. And I protected it with Lost World. They could have just attacked into Frost and destroyed it. Maybe that wouldn't have done too much good, but definitely would have prevented me from attacking again right here. Now the thing that's worrying here is with this, they can summon from their hand or graveyard a water monster. A water normal monster. But, most of them are mentioning Umi in this deck. And that includes Fortress Whale, who can just attack over my Transcendos and put me in a bad spot. But luckily, it seems they do not have in their hand yet. So Glacie just annihilates Raiho. And all these destruction effects aren't doing anything. And Frost, I'm able to protect, even though it's not from the graveyard, with my Lost World, once again. And then I'm going to give us a boost. So their turn again. They send off an Umi. Once again, they do not have Fortress Well. Although, what's that thing's stat lines? I'm pretty sure I could just destroy it with one of these Transcendent Sources. There's no way it has 3,900 defense. Anyway, here comes Kairyu-shin again. Gets destroyed. Just whittling them down. Let's speed them through just a little bit. Yep, I get direct attack. So their turn. What's the play? Summon a jellyfish to summon a Kraken spawn, which I'm pretty sure they did because they were out of options here. They have no water monsters in their hand. Neither do they have anything in their graveyard they can use. This Kraken spawn tries to destroy my monster, but it can't be destroyed. And that's the end. Now, you must feel bad for me because my dinosaur deck got bullied. And I didn't have a good time playing the game. But really, it's fine. I wish my opponents and their meta Horus decks well. I really do. Because vengeance comes in the form of a metal dragon. So I really hope they had their fun. Because it ends now.